In this video, I'm going to explain what Pinterest rich pins are and why you need them for your business. Let's get started. Hey guys, Angie with Gensler.com, and I want to talk about rich pins today. Now, if you have an e-commerce business, maybe you're a marketing manager for an e-commerce store, or you own one yourself, you are going to rejoice when you hear about rich pins. Every time I share this information with someone that owns an e-commerce store, it's like a huge weight lifts off their shoulders and they are absolutely thrilled. So first, what are rich pins? Well, rich pins basically add extra data to your Pinterest pins within the descriptions, and it pulls that data automatically from your website, which is really powerful. So let me show you the 4 different type of rich pins. So first, we have product pins. Now, these are the type of pins that are outstanding for someone that has an e-commerce store, or maybe you have an Etsy shop. You have some sort of Stripe store, somewhere where you sell a product and you have a shopping cart where people can put those products into their shopping cart on your website. And you can enable rich pins to pull pricing data and availability data. So if a product goes out of stock and all of a sudden it's not available, you can pull this data automatically from your website and it will show up on your rich pins. The other type is recipe pins. Recipe pins are really great for food bloggers because it shows all of the different ingredients required to make your recipe without someone having to go through to your website. So it makes it really easy for the user to check out your recipe. Now, some people argue that this hurts food bloggers because people never click through to the recipe, but I argue on the contrary. So when I personally am searching for a recipe, I actually do use these rich pins to get a quick feel for, am I gonna like this recipe or not? And if I think I am, I'll click through to it and read more and dig into it and save it and pin it for later. If it is not a rich pin, I bounce and I just go find another recipe. Because when you think about it, if you're a food blogger and there are hundreds of different pins out there for a specific type of recipe, if someone searches for like chicken tacos, who knows how many recipes, probably hundreds of thousands of different chicken taco recipes on there. So your strategy not only needs to be on point with your keywords, but if you don't have rich pins enabled, someone's just going to bounce and go find the next one that is enabled. So make sure if you're a food blogger, you have your recipe rich pins enabled. Now, the third type of rich pins is article pins. And this is what I personally use because I am just a general information blogger. And so article pins are really great because they pull the headline from your article and then some of the metadata that you have already built into the post within your actual website. And if you ever update that article, you make a change, you update the headline, you change the metadata, it automatically updates within that pin description, which is pretty fantastic. And then the fourth and final type of rich pin is app pins. Now, app pins are great if you have an app that you are trying to sell or trying to get people to download. And if someone is on the platform, they're on Pinterest on their smartphone, there is a button that will show up on your pin that says install, and they can install your app right then and there straight from the Pinterest app within their phone, which is pretty incredible. So if you have an app, this is a great rich pin that you want to make sure that you enable. Now I want to show you a couple more examples so you get a feel for what these look like. So this is one of my pins, and this is an article rich pin. And so you can see this right here, Pinterest is pulling this headline directly from my website. So if I went to my website and I changed my headline, this is now going to change on every single pin on the platform that's leading back to my website, which is incredible because if you think about it, Pinterest content spiderwebs all throughout the web. So if someone saves your pin, and they could always change the description. So here's the description that I created, but if someone wants to save this, all they have to do is change my description that I've already written. And so they can put in whatever they want in there, which is kind of scary when you're a content creator. So when you have your rich pins enabled, that's going to ensure that your data that you have put into that blog post, into that piece of content, is going to stay there forever. Oh, excuse me. It's going to remain the same. Let's look at another type of rich pin, and this is a product rich pin. And so this is one of my Pinterest course students. So she is in my, my Pinterest Marketing Pro course, and she owns Tree Snail Natural Essentials. And so she creates a lot of amazing natural products. You need to check her out. Her products are pretty incredible. But this is one of her pins for a natural lip gloss. And you can see right here, it has pricing info straight on the description. Oh, we'll just head over to the site so you can see it. So when you click on that pin, it leads to that product page where you can add it to cart. But on this actual pin, it pulls the name of the product, the pricing information of the product, and a little bit about the product. All of this is pulled directly from her website, from that product page. And then here's the description that she put. And again, anybody can change this. So if someone saves her pin, they can jack with this description and make it whatever they want it to say. But because she has product pins enabled, now she guarantees that this description about the product will always be there, the name of the product, and the pricing information. And if she wants to change her pricing, increase it, maybe she wants to reduce it, whatever she wants to do, Pinterest will now pull that data automatically, and it will update all of her pins. So you can see how rich pins are so powerful as a e-commerce business or even a content creator. It ensures that the data that you want to be shown on your pins is there, and it makes it a really easy experience for everyone on the platform. And then it also makes sure that as your content and as your products spiderweb throughout the platform, you know that they are spiderwebbing with the right information that you want to be shared. Okay, now for some tips on how to enable rich pins, you do need to know a little bit of coding information. So I will put a link down below where you can get some more information from Pinterest itself. They have some guides. And then make sure that you download my free Pinterest marketing checklist that I have for you. That checklist, you can grab it at angiegensler.com/checklist. And it has 37 brilliant Pinterest marketing tips to help you increase your website traffic. And then you also want to check out my free Pinterest marketing training course that I have for you. I've got a link down below. You can sign up for that. And then if you want more guided assistance through the entire process, helping you get your rich pins set up, helping you make sure you have a killer profile and you're implementing the right strategies, and not having to do this all from scratch, you can let me hold your hand. Be sure to check out the Pinterest courses that I have for you. I've got a link down below as well where you can check out those Pinterest marketing courses. So that's all I have for you today. Make sure you download that free checklist and then also subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then you will be notified every time I publish a new marketing tip for you to help you grow your business. Okay, well, download that checklist, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.